Hare Krishna, welcome all of you. So we'll start with prayers. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu, Deenabandhu Jagatpate, Gopesha Gopika Kanta, Radha Kanta Namostute, Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi, Radhe Vrindavaneshwari, Vrisabhanusute Devi, Pranamami Hari Priye, Vancha Kalpatarubhesha, Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha, पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री श्री कृष्ण बलराम की जय, श्री श्री निताई गौरांग की जय, श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया सुदर्शन भगवान की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, निताई गौर प्रेमंदे हरि बोल। श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय। हरे कृष्णा एवरीवन, वेलकम all of you. So in continuation of the third chapter about how to perform the duties. So yesterday we discussed that without being attached, a Krishna conscious personality performs the duty in order to set an example for the common man in the society so that they can learn from these exemplary characters who are Krishna conscious devotees and teach them how, in what consciousness, what should be our disposition in order to perform the duties. So that we discussed yesterday very nicely, and we also saw that how Janak Maharaj, who was the father of Mother Sita, he was also a liberated soul, perfect Krishna conscious personality, but self-realized soul he was, but he did not he was not hesitant, he did not hesitate to perform his duties because he had to set an example for the common mass of the society. So in continuation to that, we'll discuss more. Now today's verse is going to be very interesting. This is one of the important sloka of third chapter, wherein Krishna says the responsibility of a leader, of a Sreshta person. Sreshta means one who is celebrity, role model in the society. For such person, what is the responsibility? So in this verse, Krishna is saying, Yad yad acharati shreshthas, tad tad eva taro jana, स यद प्रमाणम कुरुते लोकस तद अनुवर्तते. Means यद यद आचरति श्रेष्ठस. Shrestha means जो respectable person, those who are leaders in the society, respectable leaders. Shrestha means respectable leaders. यद यद आचरति श्रेष्ठ, जैसा जैसा, यद यद means जैसा जैसा आचरण करेंगे श्रेष्ठ लोग, means who are respectable leaders, so called celebrities, जिनको हम लोग अपना आइकन मानते हैं, अपना रोल मॉडल मानते हैं, जैसा जैसा वो करेंगे तद तद एवे तरो जना, वैसे वैसे जो कॉमन, एवे तरो मीन्स फॉलो करेंगे, जना मीन्स लोग, जो कॉमन मैन है वैसा वैसा फॉलो करेंगे. सयत प्रमाणम कुरुते, और जैसा वो प्रमाण देंगे, लोकस तद अनुवर्तते, जो सोसाइटी है उसको फॉलो करेगी. तो इसीलिए यहाँ पर कृष्णा बोल रहे हैं, whatever action is performed by a great man, common men follow in his footsteps, है ना? And whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. So this is very important. It works on psychological level. Those who are the leaders of the society, and there are three natural leaders. Naturally, they are leaders for the common people in the society. They are first king or executive heads of the state, second teacher, school teacher. Third, father, parents. So these are natural leaders, and they have got a very great responsibility in order to have a good society, a very peaceful and harmonious society. They have got very important role to play, because their action is going to be the guiding principles, going to be the direction for the rest of their dependents, their follower. So these personalities, leader, executive heads, and teacher, they have their followers, their dependents. Like father, if he does something, then child also learns that. Yes or no? What parents will do or teach their children, child will learn that. If parents are teaching child atheism, children will learn atheism, and he will become atheist. So everybody by nature Krishna conscious, but because of not proper culture, because of not proper training of the children's, they are becoming atheist, they are becoming reckless, they are becoming agnostics, and then they claim that we are atheists, but actually by nature we are all belonging to Krishna. Because of poor upbringing by the parents, not got the proper training from the parents, they have developed such mindset for the scriptures or for Supreme Lord, for the Vedas, for spiritual life, that these things are not to be followed by us. This is primitive understanding. So therefore, in order to train the students, their children, parents have got very important responsibility, and they are the first leaders, they are the first teachers of the children. So teachers, parents, fathers should teach the children, then teachers, school teachers, they should nicely train the students, all their kids in the school. Then executive heads of the society, they have also great responsibility. Whatever they will do, common man will follow. Suppose if you are smoking cigarette, then you cannot ask your followers to stop smoking. So when I was there in Kharagpur, so dean just got changed, dosa of the that college, dosa got changed. So he came up with one resolution of putting the standees or notice board in all the halls. And what was the notice? Smoking is crime. If anybody is caught in smoking, he will be penalized, he will be punished. So like that, one notice was put in a standee, and it was kept in all the halls. But before that, it was not there. Before this dosa, when previous dosa was there, he was not having such thought process of keeping standees or notice boards in the halls, because you see here only, earlier dosa was very much indulging, he was indulging himself into smoking, gambling, and all the regulatory principles he was breaking. So how can he ask the student to stop the smoking? Never. But as soon as this fellow came, because he was not smoking, so he put that into the hall. So therefore it is very important, what is the leader doing? So leader has got very important role. Everything depends on the leader. Now we have got leader like Modi, Yogi, and they are God conscious person, Krishna conscious person, religious, spiritual. So therefore today they are working in the direction of making everybody spiritual, and the total environment of our country has now become spiritual, at least. to some extent because of their presence. Now, if they are gone, if some Congress party, some Rahul Gandhi like fellow comes, then they will spoil the whole country. They will spoil whole culture, and everyone will become atheist. They will become, skeptical to our culture, our scriptures about Krishna. There will be no such training. So therefore, everything depends on the leader. How a society will be, molded, that is completely depending on the leader of that particular society. Anywhere you see, any small forum, big forum, it all depends on the leader. How is the leader? So therefore, we should try to become a leader of our influence, circle of influence, and influence our subordinates and train them, guide them about Krishna consciousness. If leader is Krishna consciousness, then followers will automatically be Krishna conscious. So therefore, it was a dream of Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Who is Bhakti Vinod Thakur? The father of Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Thakur. Now, who is Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Thakur? The spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada. So Bhakti Vinod Thakur was magistrate in the time of Britishers when they were ruling. So Bhakti Vinod Thakur, even though he was magistrate and busy in his activities, but still he would devote much time in spirituality, in reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, the pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and establishing the original understanding, teaching of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given in his teachings. It was lost after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's disappearance. Then it was Bhakti Vinod Thakur who again established, he brought back again the teachings by a lot of struggle, great struggle. So his desire was, one of the desires was that if all the magistrates, all the leaders of our country, if they can wear kanthi mala and tilak on their forehead, that will be the ultimate triumph of our teaching. So it is the desire of our acharyas that the leader should become God consciousness. Then automatically common man will follow them and they will also become Krishna conscious. So here Prabhupada is writing, the teacher cannot manufacture rules against the principle of revealed scripture. The revealed scriptures like Manu Samhita and similar others are considered the standard books to be followed by human society. Thus, the leader's teaching should be based on principles of the standard rules as they are practiced by the great teachers. So teachers should not manufacture anything according to their own whims. They should follow the great teachers, acharyas, and that only they should teach. Next, the king or the executive heads of a state, the father and the school teacher are all considered to be natural leaders of the innocent people in general. All such natural leaders have a great responsibility to their dependents. Therefore, they must be conversant with the standard books of moral and spiritual codes. So, these natural leaders, they should be well versed, conversant in moral and spiritual codes. This is very important. Then next, what Krishna is saying that Name parthasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinchana nana vaptam avaptavyam vart evacha karmani, means, O son of Pritha, there is no work prescribed for me. Now, here Krishna said that all the respectable leaders should perform the duty in order to guide in order to set the standard for the common man to follow. यदि आचरति श्रेष्ठा तत्तदेवे तरो जना, जो एक श्रेष्ठ पर्सन एक सोसाइटी का, एक पर्टिकुलर कम्युनिटी का एक्टिविटी करता है, ये स्टैंडर्ड सेट करता है, उसी को कॉमन मैन फॉलो करते हैं. नाउ हियर इन दिस वर्स कृष्णा इज सेइंग, O son of Pritha, there is no work prescribed for me within all the three planetary system. nor am I in want of anything, nor have I need to obtain anything, and yet I am engaged in work. So कोई भी एक्टिविटी, कोई व्यक्ति कोई एक्टिविटी करता है, क्यों? क्योंकि उसको कुछ चाहिए. He is in need of something, therefore he performs the activity. But here Krishna is saying, I don't want anything. Krishna is not in the need of anything. Krishna doesn't have to obtain anything. But still Krishna is engaging himself in the work. Why? Because next verse Krishna says, यदि अहम न वर्तेयम जातु कर्मणि अतंद्रितः मम वर्तमानु वर्तन्ते मनुष्या पार्थ सर्वसः. Because if I did not engage in work, O Partha, certainly all men would follow my path. तो कृष्णा बोल रहे हैं, अगर मैं एक्टिविटी में इंगेज नहीं होऊंगा, if I become callous, I don't engage in the prescribed duties, then common men will follow me, and then I will be the cause of their destruction, because they will say, oh, Krishna ने नहीं किया तो मैं भी नहीं करूंगा. So therefore Krishna performed his activities very perfectly. He participated in battlefield of Kurukshetra as chariot driver guiding Arjuna. So Krishna involved into all the activities, even though he was not obliged, he was not having any kind of obligation to engage in the activities, but still he participated just to guide the society. So this is very, very important. Here in purport, Prabhupada has referred a very nice verse from Sweta Satar Upanishad, that how Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. It is written in all the Vedic scriptures. It is written here in this verse that a supreme Lord does not have to do anything in this world, because he has many, many energies which are acting and doing his activities. Whatever he desires, his desires becomes manifested. He desires and desires becoming manifested. Satya Sankalpa. It is written here. Swabhaviki Jnana Balakriya. Naturally, automatically, Parash Shakti Vividhayava Shruyate. Krishna is having multifarious energies. इसलिए न तस्य कार्यम करणम च वेदित. उनको कोई कार्य करने की जरूरत नहीं है. वो जस्ट उनकी इतनी एनर्जी काम कर रही है, वो बस उनको ऑर्डर देना है, सारी एक्टिविटी हो जाएगी अपने आप. But still Krishna performs the activity just to train us, just to guide us and set an example that how to perform the activity. So these things we have to learn, and we should also inculcate in our life, develop good qualities, and become devotee of Krishna, and learn from the devotees, learn from Krishna that how to perform the duties and responsibilities, in what consciousness we should do our duty, and without being attached we should continue, and we should become leader also. We should lead wherever we are in our circle of influence. We should influence the people and make them Krishna consciousness. So with this we'll stop. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. If you have any question, you can ask.